It's hard to imagine the best sniper in Soviet history. He didn't even have a gun when he first went into battle. He was only given 5 rounds of ammunition by his commanding officers due to the lack of supplies in the Soviet army at that time. Every 2 soldiers received a gun. Only those who died in front of them, only those without guns could pick them up and continue the charge. At the command of the commander, the Soviets shouted "Yula." They rushed to the battlefield, but they were greeted by German machine gun tanks. There was no doubt about it. It was a one-sided massacre. Vasily tried to pick up his gun, but his comrades beat him to it. The smoke cleared. In the end, the Soviets lost the battle. In order to prevent people from pretending to be dead, the Germans were shooting at the corpses. Even so, there was one Soviet who survived. He grabbed a gun. He tried to kill the German officers in front of him. At that moment, Vasily, who was also playing dead, crawled over. He suggests using the sound of the explosion to cover the gunfire, to cover himself better after killing the enemy. Vasily took the gun. He loaded the only 5 bullets he had. He was about to fire when a few more Germans came. With the sound of an explosion, one of the officers fell to the ground. Luckily, the other soldiers had noticed for a while. Then a second, a third, a fourth, and then the last one realized it. Trying to escape, Vasily quickly got up and killed him. 5 bullets, 5 heads. That's one hell of a marksman. This is the famous Battle of Stalingrad. Over 2 million dead and wounded on both sides. Against the heavy firepower of the Germans, the Soviet Union was defeated. Many dead and wounded. At this moment, someone needs to stand up to boost their morale. He suggested Vasily's heroism could be published in the newspapers. Vasily did not disappoint. Over the next 10 days, he killed more than 40 German officers. And because of him, the Soviets' hopes were rekindled. Hidden among the dead is a sniper. He's been on guard all night. He couldn't concentrate anymore. But this one moment, not only did he miss the chance to kill the enemy's sniper, he also exposed his position to the other side. Just as they were about to shoot, suddenly a soldier who was searching for money got in the way. And when the soldier was gone, Vasily disappeared. Then Vasily's wallet fell into the hands of the Germans. They agreed that Vasily was dead and that they could send their sniper, Major, back. But Major thought Vasily couldn't die so easily, so he purposely told the boy that he was going to ambush Vasily at the train station. On the other side, the Soviets learned of Vasily's death. The top brass were furious. If the news spreads, the Soviets' morale would be severely affected. While they were worried about this, Vasily returned unharmed. It turns out he was just asleep. The boy told Vasily about Major's plan and that Tanya had gone ahead to the station to take revenge. Vasily arrived in time to prevent an accident, but when the boy returned, Major caught him in the act. Major hanged him in the center of the battlefield. Tanya was devastated by the sight. Vasily immediately came to comfort him, said he would kill Major to avenge his death, and then the battle started again. They were forced to move. To appease the boy's mother, they said the boy had gone to the Germans and would never come back. At least it was better than hearing her son was dead, than to hear that her son was dead. While they were on the move, Tanya was hit by a shell. On the other side, there's a standoff between 2 snipers. They're both waiting for the other to make the first move. That's when the officers arrives. Vasily is devastated by what happened to Tanya, and the officers feels very guilty about it. He decides to do a good deed to make up for it. So he took off his helmet. He exposed his position, although Major killed the target, but he stayed in the same place for a long time. After seeing no movement from the other side, then he slowly got up and went to check. But when he was halfway there, he suddenly realized something. Months later, the Germans announced their unconditional surrender. This is a true story. He killed more than 400 Germans during World War II. We'll see you next time.